Welcome back to the Pokemon League World Championship in 2026 as Blue takes on Cynthia. For Blue is Rhyperior, Blastoise, Arcanine, Gyarados, Aerodactyl and Mega Alakazam. For Cynthia we have Porygon Z, Togekiss, Milotic, Roserade, Mega Lucario and Garchomp. Leading with Blastoise for Blue, Milotic. For Cynthia, Aurifia. Not a lot of damage dealt to the Milotic there, and Toxic into the Blastoise, as Milotic is burned by its Flame Orb activating Marvel Scale. A very bulky Milotic here. Does get its attack dropped by Gyarados that comes in, as in comes the Porygon Z for Cynthia. Thunderbolt helped out by the Wachamberry there for Gyarados, does take the hit well. Waterfall, decent damage into the Porygon Z there. A great switch from Blue into the Rhyperior, takes no damage from that Thunderbolt as in comes the Milotic for Cynthia. Good damage from Earthquake there, that's Marvel Scale helping Milotic to take that hit well. The Passion Berry will allow Rhyperior to survive that Hydro Pump, a big hit from Milotic there. A Supercell Slam does finally get a knockout in this battle and Blue will take the lead. In comes the Lucario now, does get its attack dropped by the Gyarados, good switch from Blue. Mega Lucario comes out and Meteor Mash not enough to take Gyarados down. In comes the Arcanine, another Intimidate into this Lucario. As close combat, not even half of Arcanine's health gone from a very powerful Pokemon is Lucario there. Raging Fury, decent damage into the Garchomp considering the resistance from the Dragon typing. Earthquake does take Arcanine down. And Alakazam comes in for Blue. Trace will give it adaptability, a really good ability for an Alakazam to have, as Dazzling Gleam and Psychic is enough to take Lucario down, and this Alakazam is extremely threatening now, as these Psychics are going to do massive damage, as down goes Porygon Z as well. And in comes the Togekiss now, does take that Psychic but a lot of damage to a usually fairly bulky Togekiss. Dazzling Gleam, decent damage into the Alakazam, but Psychic will finish Togekiss off. A massive amount of power behind these Psychics thanks to adaptability. Dazzling Gleam, not enough to take Garchomp down, and Outrage will finish Alakazam off. And that's a big threat dealt with for Cynthia, but is it a bit too late? As Garchomp is taken down by Scarf Blastoise with Ice Beam there, and it is just Roserade left against 4 Pokemon for Blue. As in comes the Ice Beam, really good damage into the Roserade, but it is healed back up pretty much to full, as Blastoise takes a big hit from Giga Drain and is down thanks to the Toxic. In comes the Aerodactyl now, and Dual Wing Beat, surely this second hit will be enough, and is enough, and that is the battle, and it was dominant in that second half of the battle for Blue. As soon as Alakazam got adaptability from Mega Lucario, that is extremely dangerous. Mega Alakazam, already a really powerful, really dangerous Pokemon. And it gets adaptability, possibly one of the best abilities for Alakazam to get. Just powering up those Psychics even further. And those Psychics did a lot of damage, but Togekiss still able to hold it on. Still able to take the hit. And Garchomp managing to take a Dazzling Gleam as well. It was a really, really big moment and able to take Alakazam down. And that could have been a crushing defeat for Cynthia. Because Alakazam, had Garchomp not taken that hit, Alakazam surely would have finished this battle off. But Garchomp is able to take Alakazam down, and Roserade comes in and deals with Blastoise very, very well. A lot of damage dealt by that Giga Drain. Brings Roserade back up to full health and is only damaged by the Life Orb. But Aerodactyl comes in, a very fast Pokemon, a flying type, obviously. Roserade, no match for that. And Blue is able to take this battle by 3 Pokemon over Cynthia.